Welcome to the inaugural edition of the JV Sports Show. My name is James Poovey, alongside my co-host Vince Delicio. Vince, we are bringing our show to the YurView airways, my friend.
You know what? This has been a culmination of a lot of work, a lot of people, a lot of man hours. Thank you to the YurView family for welcoming us wholeheartedly and warmly, and we're excited to kick off a season of some great sports.
We started our show actually as a podcast in the spring of 2019. We went on the airwaves of KDUS 1060 AM in Phoenix on August the 3rd of 2019, and here we are on YurView. And we're ready to go, Vince.
We are ready to go. We've got a lot of sports to cover, but everything is local. We're going to be covering a lot of high school this season. Football is back in Arizona, and we are excited to be part of it, James.
That's right, Vince. We're bringing back Thursday Night Football. It's going to be live on YouTube every Thursday night with games that will be replayed on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. local time on YurView, Arizona. We are very excited.
We are, and that's YurView, Arizona, Cox Cable, Channel 4 in Phoenix, Channel 7 in Tucson. It's going to have extensive reach across the state of Arizona, so looking forward to that. We've got a lot of great games coming up, James.
How about we preview some of those games right now, Vince?
Let's do it. James, let's run through our schedule of games for this fall, starting with that game on Thursday night, October 1st, to kick off the Arizona high school football season.
That's right, Vince. We're going to get it all started. It's going to be surprise Willow Canyon at Maricopa. The Rams facing off against the Willow Canyon Wildcats. The season opener for both those 5A teams. And then who do we have for them the next week?
Thursday, October 8th, Lake Havasu City is traveling 4 hours to play the Casa Grande Cougars in an exciting 5A matchup, and Casa Grande's high-powered offense. And
when Lake Havasu gets here, all that's waiting on him is Angel Flores down there for the Casa Grande Cougars. So that's going to be a great matchup. On October 15th, Thursday, October 15th, is Scottsdale Desert Mountain at Barry Goldwater, a 5A matchup. Defensive-minded coach Conrad Hamilton is going to take his Wolves to Barry Goldwater and coach Frank Lout's record-breaking rushing attack, Vince.
The next week, on the 22nd, we've got the Miller Bowl. It's Arcadia, the Titans, at Combs, the Coyotes, in a key 4A matchup. Combs and Coach Trevor Miller has never beaten Arcadia's Coach Vance Miller. Will this be the year?
We never know. The next week, October the 29th, it's Benjamin Franklin at American Leadership Queen Creek. That's going to be a great one, Vince. Both those teams recently moved up to the 4A division, and that one is a rematch of last year's 3A state championship game.
Then we move into the 6A East Valley with Dobson, the Mustangs, heading out to Corona del Sol to take on the Aztecs in a big matchup in a very tough league.
And on November the 12th, it'll be Yunker at Buckeye in a key 4A matchup, a traditional rivalry out there in the far West Valley. And Buckeye, very special game for them. They're celebrating their 100th year as a town. So that's going to be a great one, Vince. And we're looking forward to some of those wings out there we've been hearing about.
Yes, we have. And then we're concluding the regular season Thursday, November 19th with Tolleson 6A at Copper Canyon. The Copper Canyon Aztecs, led by head football coach Chad Talley in his first season at the helm. Coach Talley previously was an offensive coordinator for the Aztecs. Should be an exciting game.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that one. We are very glad to see that the Tolleson Unified School District has got those kids able to play, and they're back out there on the football field, and they're excited, and we're excited, Vince, as well. It's going to be a great one.
Great one, and we have a total of 10 games this season, James. We'll have a couple of Saturday matchups that we'll talk about as the season goes on. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a great year, James.
Stay tuned, and when we return, we head south of the valley to check in with the Maricopa Rams, who will battle the Willow Canyon Wildcats to open the 2020 Arizona high school football season right here on the JV Sports Show. We'll talk to Coach Brandon Harris and the rest of the Rams when we return. Thanks for tuning in.
Go JV. Sal's is synonymous with the best New York-style pizza hands down in the East Valley. My favorites are the lasagna pizza and grandma pizza topped with meatballs and olives. With family dinner specials every day of the year and lunch specials till 3, you can't go wrong with anything that Sal and his friendly staff serves you. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, located on the southwest corner of Gilbert Road and Warner in Gilbert. Open from 10:30 till 9 Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Closed Monday. GilbertPizzaAZ.com. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, proud partner of the JV Sports Show. Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A. Welcome back. James and I actually were down in Maricopa visiting with the Maricopa High School Rams earlier in the week with our sideline reporter, Brittany Boyer, as they prepare to open the high school football season as our first Thursday night football game of the week.
Let's check in with those Rams now.
All right, guys, we're here with the man, the legend, the myth, friend of the JV Sports Show, Coach Brandon Harris, Maricopa High School. Coach Harris, going into your third year, I got to, I'm going to be Roy Firestone here. I'm going to ask you some tough questions. So you guys finished the season last year 3-7. What's different going into this season?
Well, I think we're a little bit more experienced. Last year we were a younger team, a team with a lot of kids that hadn't played a lot of football. When I first got here, there was a little bit of attrition, and our numbers weren't very good, and so we weren't really matriculating up a lot of numbers. And so that means we had to play a lot of kids young. Good things and bad things happen with that. Obviously you get a lot of kids that they get a lot of playing experience, but we're playing in arguably the toughest conference in the state, no matter if it's Division 5 or Division 6. So, when we're playing teams where 3 of the teams in the Final Four last year are in our conference play. So we learned, we played some tough games, we played them close, but we came out on the losing end of that. And so this year I think we've got a little bit more experience, a little bit more settled down, and I think going into year 3 they kind of know the culture that I want to have.
Okay, so there's going to be times when you want an easy game on your schedule. Let's say you have a big homecoming game, you want to make a good showing, and so you schedule, Little Sisters of the Poor or some down-and-out team. You guys are coming out at our season debut, our series debut, Thursday, October 1st, a few days from now, against the Willow Canyon Wildcats. Not exactly a slouch. Why do you want that game to be featured?
Well, we're honored to be featured in that football game. I think, it's rare that organizations that are in the business of marketing and broadcasting games are usually looking for those kind of sizzle games, and so we're really appreciative that JV Sports is coming out to support us and highlight the type of talent that we have in our program, as well as with Willow Canyon.
Okay, final question, Coach. Now, you got to think long and hard about this one. If Brandon Harris was not a football coach, he would be...
Oh my goodness, I'd be probably a basketball coach.
Oh, Coach! All right, if you weren't coaching, what else would you be doing? Coaching or teaching, what else would you be doing?
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a really good question. I guess my mom would say I'd be preaching or something.
Okay. All right. So wise words here from the great Brandon Harris, Maricopa High School, Thursday night, October 1st, 7 p.m. kickoff, hosting the Willow Canyon Wildcats. Coach Harris, thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming out.
I'm here with Jessica Harris, Coach Harris's wife. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like to be married to Coach Harris?
It's fun. It really is. Coach Harris, he's a great man, and he on the field he's a coach, and at home he's the provider, and he's loving and caring at home. It makes it easy to do my job as his wife, to be homemaker, help him. It gets very stressful at times. When we lose, it's not good. He's very motivating. He holds it all together, holds down the fort, and he's a great coach.
I'm here with Special Teams Westman Gavin Jaeger of the Maricopa Rams. Gavin, how special is special teams?
It's a little nerve-wracking sometimes, but we've been doing a lot of practice, so I'm feeling pretty confident in our special teams.
After you're gone from varsity football, what do you plan on doing in your future?
I plan on serving a 2-year mission for my church and then maybe heading to the Marines.
Outstanding. Well, thank you. Good luck this season. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Hey, guys. Okay, so here with Special Teams Coordinator, wide receiver coach Andres Salaya. Coach Salaya, rest of the camaraderie with the rest of the coaches working for Coach Harris, what's that all about? What's it like?
For right now, pretty much, Coach Harris treats me pretty much as my mentor, so I'm learning a lot from him right now. At the end of the day, he's a hard-working man, and sometimes it's up and down, but at the same time, I'm learning from it. I like it. I'm here every day. He makes me feel comfortable here. He makes me feel like I'm important.
Okay, guys, I'm laughing because I'm here with probably one of the most important parts of this team, a 3-year starter at running back, Mr. Chavis, and I'm calling him Mr. because that's really his first name. It's not it's not out of respect, even though we do respect him on this field. This is Mr. Chavis. Mister, how you doing?
I'm doing great, sir.
Some memorable games you've had in the past, Mister. Tell us a little about maybe one of your favorite games, best performances.
Was against Gilbert my junior or sophomore year when we had to win a game to go to the playoffs. It was like 4th and 15. He asked me if I could get the first down, and I turned it into a touchdown.
Nice. How many yards?
Like 70, 80 yards.
Wow. Mr. Chavis, pleasure to meet you. Looking forward to watching you in just a couple of nights against Willow Canyon, October 1st at Maricopa.
Sir, thank you.
I'm here with DJ Scott, a sophomore wide receiver and defensive back for the Maricopa Rams. What is your favorite part about playing wide receiver?
Just being able to catch the ball and like break tackles and go score.
Do you feel like playing on the defense as well gives you an advantage as a wide receiver?
Yeah, because I know like the routes that they're running, I can tell like usually what they're running pretty easily.
What is the most thing that you're looking forward to the most about getting this 2020 season underway finally?
We've been practicing since January, the off season. We started workouts in the morning, and it's been a long wait. So,
thank you so much for joining us, DJ. We appreciate it.
Okay, here with Rashawn Johnson, a star linebacker for the Maricopa Rams. Rashawn, you're a senior this year. Last year, you guys finished 3-7. Talk to us a little bit about the season.
I mean, it was pretty difficult at first, but towards the end of the season, we really did come together as a team. It really hit hard when we lost our last game, but we plan on picking it up this year.
Well, Coach is optimistic. You guys putting a lot of pressure on you seniors. You guys are going to have a great year this year. What do you consider the strength of your team besides the linebacking core? Talk a little bit about some of the other positions on the team that you think are pretty strong.
Well, for us right now is obviously our running backs. We got Mr. Chavis this year. He's a pretty good dude. I can testify to that. I'm one of his best friends. Other than that, our wide receivers, pretty good guys. And our safeties this year, they're also pretty good.
Of the Maricopa Rams, both these guys both play offensive line and defensive line. How much do you like playing here for the Maricopa Rams?
I like it a lot. Winning.
And you guys were 3-7 last year. How do you plan on getting a few more of those wins here this season?
Practicing harder and focusing more. We've gotten rid of a lot of distractions from last year, so hopefully we'll be better this year.
And talk to me a little bit, Q. How do you like playing for the Maricopa Rams, and what is your favorite part of playing on the offensive line?
I just really like being out here. You know, I try to keep the intensity up, the energy up, and I like playing O-line. It's pretty decent as an undersized O-lineman. I put in some pretty good work, I will say.
Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about Coach Whittier? How is it playing for him?
He was really good. He was one of my favorite coaches. We have Coach Rustberg now, but Coach Witt was really good. I loved him.
And what do you look forward to most about getting back to football this season, Q, after the quarantine and the extended layoff, no spring football this year? You guys are probably ready to get after it, am I right?
Yes, sir. I'm just ready to shut up all these teams that's been talking down, you know.
Two stalwarts of the Maricopa Rams offensive and defensive line here.
Okay, here with another phenomenal senior, running back slot, Stephen Forrester. Stephen, how you doing today? Great. You look like you've been working up a sweat out there. You running a lot of route? Coach has a pass-happy offense, huh? What's your favorite route?
I think I like the dig the best, probably. I probably think like the dig or the post.
Okay. Talk a little bit about your quarterback and the strength of this offense. You guys expecting to move the ball down the field pretty well, pretty easy? Talk a little bit about it.
I feel like that we expect to move the ball pretty good. We got a very good, talented running back. Upcoming rising seniors that's pretty good also. We got sophomores that can do their job also. So we're pretty good. O-line is kind of little, but we're very powerful there. So.
Okay. Awesome. Stephen Forrester, running back slot. Keep an eye on him, folks. He's going places. Stephen, thanks for joining us. Pleasure to meet you.
We caught up with the visiting Willow Canyon Wildcats as they prepare for a 2020 season unlike any other. Here's our time with the boys from Surprise.
We're joined by a couple of guys from the visiting team, Willow Canyon, the Wildcats up in Surprise, Arizona. Starting off with Coach Justin Stangler, Garrett Wojcik, and Dion Hafner. Gentlemen, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Great. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the program, and we're real excited to talk to you and to feature you. Let's start off. I've got a question, Coach. So this is year number 3, going into your 3rd year. What is this offseason? Obviously, everybody has been dealing with the same issues and the uncertainties with whether we were going to have a season or not. But pulling your guys together this offseason, what was that like?
For me, and I've talked to our coaching staff, we feel like we've been in the offseason for 3 years. You miss spring ball, you don't get a lot of summer stuff, and summer stop and go. And so when we finally got back out and got to get started, our first practice, it was like a rebirth of the kids came out fired up. I mean, we've had high energy practices. They've been excited. It's been everything you could ask for, despite of all the challenges that we faced.
Got a couple of defenders there, a lockdown corner in Dion at 6'1". You got a safety that plays all over the field in Garrett at 6'1". I mean, you guys are all about defense, and what makes these two guys so special?
Well, Garrett is he's just a great athlete, a great student. They're both guys first are great students. Our program is we stress academics, and our kids. Garrett's a 4.6 GPA, and Dion is. Our kids get upset if their teammates have less than a 3.0.
Garrett and Dion, starting with Dion. So the fact that football's starting a little late now in the fall, and you being a 3-sport athlete, how is this affecting your relationships with your teammates in the other sports as well as the coaches? Are these guys, are they saying, come on, Dion, we got to get over and practice, we got basketball practice coming up. How has that been going? And how are you handling the pressure?
Personally, I don't feel like nothing much has really changed. I'm still working. I know it's not only me, but my teammates are working as well, whether it's basketball, football, or track. I'm just always on the edge. What if we do get more games, or what if we get less games? I gotta stay prepared for that. So I just remind myself and my teammates to keep working, get done what's gonna happen.
What about you, Garrett?
I think honestly, if we got more games, it'd be a blessing from here on out. It'd be a really nice thing to have senior year to almost get to that full schedule that we've been wanting and we've been grinding for since our freshman year. I'm not really worried about any other sports getting in the way, but if we did get more games, that'd be very stoked.
Number 20, Garrett Wojcik. Number 22, Dion Hafner. And head football coach, Willow Canyon Wildcats, out of Surprise, Justin Stangler. Gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on the JV Sports Show. We'll see you in a couple of nights.
After the break, we visit with Chris Harris, play-by-play voice of the YurView High School Football Game of the Week, and look ahead to this week's matchup between Richard Taylor's Centennial Coyotes and the Hamilton Huskies under the direction of Coach Michael Zadebski. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
James here to tell you about TBA, Training Better Athletes. Founded by renowned offensive line coach Ron Sowers, their philosophy is based upon training and building well-rounded athletes and young men. They are the go-to training program for talented offensive and defensive linemen seeking to excel in middle and high school programs and preparing to excel at the next level. Coach Sowers continues to prepare student athletes for their collegiate careers at schools such as Notre Dame, Arizona State, and Oregon State, just to name a few. You can't cheat the grind.
Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whiten tray. Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV.
Welcome back. The YurView Friday Night Football Game of the Week kicks off this Friday as the Centennial Coyotes travel to Hamilton to battle the Huskies. Centennial finished the season last year at 9-2, losing to Hamilton in the playoffs by a score of 28-19. We sat down with play-by-play voice of Friday Night Football on YurView, Chris Harris.
You got Centennial and Hamilton. They got a couple of all-stars.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a ton of all-stars, really. DJ Gleesh, a tight end who's a senior. Daxon Lindholm, a running back who's also a senior. I mean, they're always very deep over there at Centennial. Talk about what you know about that ball club under Richard Taylor.
Who? Richard Taylor? That guy is like in almost his 30th season there with the Coyotes. I mean, It's amazing what that guy has done over there. He's got like 7 state championships, and his team's always in the hunt. There are a bunch of guys that just get after it. And you mentioned DJ Gleesh. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He really came on last year, like 14 and a half sacks. And you mentioned he plays tight end as well. But he's just a tremendous athlete as well. He's got a great motor. He's a 3-sport athlete. He runs 100 meters in just over 11 seconds. And he's already got some offers from some smaller schools. But I have a feeling his recruiting is really going to blow up. Then you mentioned Lindholm. Running back, little receiver as well. He's committed to play his college ball at Army. So not only is this guy getting it done on the field, but in the classroom as well. And so he's going to really be a big play threat for them this season. And with Centennial, the offensive line, I mean, those guys are just huge road graders. And then also with Centennial, it's the defense. I mean, the job that Andrew Taylor has done with that unit over the years has been nothing short of phenomenal.
Let's look on the other side of the field now with Hamilton. These guys aren't short of talent either. I mean, you got 2 corners on defense. You got a senior named Zach Lewis. You got a sophomore named Cole Martin. And then on the other side of the ball, you got a receiver named Brady Shaw. I don't even know if I pronounced his last name correctly.
Brady Shuck, yes.
Shuff, okay. And
Shuck,
so,
yeah,
give us a little bit of background on these guys.
Yeah, Brady Shuck, I mean, his older brother, Tyler Shuck, the quarterback at Oregon. And he's a 2-way starter for the Huskies, wide receiver, free safety. In fact, he didn't even play defense until his sophomore year at Hamilton. And he's already got an offer from NAU. This is another guy. I have a feeling his recruiting is really going to blow up as the season goes on. He put on some more size from last year to this year. He's just got a high IQ, knows where to be, right place, right time kind of guy. And again, 2-way starter. So he's going to be a big part of the Husky success. And then you mentioned Cole Martin, the sophomore, who started last year as a freshman. And this kid is an absolute stud. He's already got offers from LSU, some of the other schools, USC, Texas A&M, Oregon. You name any of the big schools, he's there. So just a tremendous athlete as well. This is a kid back in 8th grade. 8th grade, he ran the 100 meters in just over 11 seconds. Obviously, we didn't have the state track meet, this past spring, so he had opportunity to participate in that his freshman year at Hamilton. But this guy is on every major college radar, and he's going to be a fun one to watch, no doubt about it. And then you mentioned Zach Lewis. He's already committed to Nevada, and he's going to see a lot of time offensively and defensively as well, another 2-way guy. So you mentioned at Hamilton, they're absolutely loaded as well. I'll tell you what, the job that Mike Zadebski has done there at Hamilton in a short time has been phenomenal.
Well, Chris, we are so looking forward to that first game of the week coming up next Friday on October 2nd, Centennial at Hamilton. We'll keep our eyes on that one Friday night. You're on the call with Dale Hellestrae. Thank you so much for taking the time, and we look forward to visiting with you every week going forward, and looking forward to that Friday night game of the week.
And working with you. Thanks, Chris.
Stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show, and when we come back, we'll put a bow on Episode 1 with some final thoughts on this week's Arizona high school football action. We'll be right back.
Go JV!
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcast. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A. Sal's is synonymous with the best New York-style pizza hands down in the East Valley. My favorites are the lasagna pizza and grandma pizza topped with meatballs and olives. With family dinner specials every day of the year and lunch specials till 3, you can't go wrong with anything that Sal and his friendly staff serves you. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, located on the southwest corner of Gilbert Road and Warner in Gilbert. Open from 10:30 till 9 Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Closed Monday. GilbertPizzaAZ.com. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, proud partner of the JV Sports Show.
Make sure and stay tuned. Make sure and follow us on Twitter at JV Sports Show. Don't forget to go to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search JV Sports Show. You'll find it right there. And a big, exciting game coming up Thursday night, Vince. Maricopa and Willow Canyon. Lots of good stuff coming up here on the JV Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate your support.
Go JV.